and breathtaking naval buildup since World War II. While we decommissioned ships, they launched many of them. While some of our shipyards did not meet the demands of our country, they expanded at a rapid pace, but not anymore. While we seek good relations with China and the rest of the world, we are also ready. President Donald Trump understands that the American people are ready and they deserve a new golden age. We recognize that we are in a new era of great power competition, a generational struggle to maintain peace through strength, and we will rise to meet that challenge. That is why we proudly call ourselves the Department of War, not the Department of Defense, not because we seek war, but because we truly understand that in order to ensure peace, you need to be prepared to deter war and, if necessary, decisively win it. Our purpose is not to be reactive, but to be dominant, so that no enemy, any enemy, will ever attempt to challenge the United States of America. Now, this revival is not a matter of speeches or policy papers or think tanks and white papers in Washington, D.C. This is a matter of action. Across the entire War Department, we are developing new operational concepts. We're deploying cutting-edge technologies at a speed that's not been seen in generations. And we're making historic, multi-generational investments in the capabilities that we will need to dominate the future fight at a level of urgency that must match the urgency of the moment. Most importantly, we're getting these capabilities in the hands of our warfighters faster than we ever have since World War II. Under President Trump, we are systemically dismantling the bloated, risk-averse, and self-serving bureaucracy that has stifled innovation for decades. We're streamlining our requirements and acquisition process, cutting through red tape. This is not the same old reform that is always talked about in Washington, but instead it's an overhaul. It's revolutionary. It is a renaissance of American manufacturing. I've made it crystal clear to the entire defense industry, which I didn't come from and I didn't work for, so I don't give a damn who wins. I just want the best. We've been clear, the era of rewarding delays and cost overruns is over. The days of cost-plus contracts for programs that are years behind schedule are finished. We will no longer give longer, larger, more predictable contracts to companies that deliver on time and on budget. Companies that invest in their people, that invest in more capability and more capacity. Not companies that invest in stock buybacks or CEO salaries or more dividends. For those who can't adapt, who are too comfortable with the old, slow ways of doing business, we wish them well in their other future endeavors. Because we will find new partners who will adapt, who will invest, who will take care of their people, who will move at speed and at scale. We will reward that speed, that scale, that innovation, and that performance. We're not rewarding process, paperwork, or just the C-suite. This submarine behind me, and the many more that will follow it, is an embodiment of our commitment to and investment in the security of the American people. But it also represents something more profound. It represents national confidence. Confidence in American shipbuilding, confidence in our industrial discipline, and confidence in the United States Navy's ability to deliver the combat power needed in the future fight. The work you do here every single day is the leading edge of that national restoration. You are proving to the world, and more importantly to ourselves, that it can be done, that history is not over, that we build and that we invest. The media should take a long look at this vessel, the USS Oklahoma. This Virginia-class submarine is a paragon of American engineering and fighting spirit. It is the apex predator of the undersea domain and the most advanced and lethal submarine ever built. As our president says, and he's right, we're 20 years ahead of anybody else in this domain. It is a strategic advantage that creates dilemmas on a daily basis for our adversaries all around the globe. It's a silent hunter that can operate with stealth in the most contested, dangerous waters on the planet. It can gather intelligence that no satellite can ever hope to see. That's what reestablishing deterrence looks like. And it's how we keep the peace in a dangerous world. Let there be no mistake, under President Trump, the United States is serious about the command of our seas and about keeping the world's vital shipping lanes open. A larger, more modern, and more lethal fleet, from the new battleships of the Golden Fleet to the advanced submarines you build right here, will provide that undeniable deterrent. It will ensure that America's Navy moves freely and uncontested today, tomorrow, and long into the future. But all of the strategies from the Pentagon, all the funding from Congress, and all the designs from our brightest engineers are ultimately meaningless without the people on this floor. The welders, the electricians, the pipe fitters, the steam fitters, the engineers, the planners, the skilled tradesmen of Huntington Ingalls. You are the engine of the arsenal of freedom. Patriots, all of you. Our warfighters cannot win without you. We are in this fight together, shoulder to shoulder. That's why we launched the Arsenal of Freedom tours, to ensure the workers across America understand how committed we are to you and how reliant we are on your ability to deliver. It's a beautiful codependence, actually. There is an unbreakable line tying the wrench in your hand to the safety and survival of a 22-year-old American sailor patrolling the depths of the Pacific. The quality of your work, your unwavering commitment to excellence, your speed, your patriotism itself, you give our warriors the decisive edge. Yours is a high calling. You are building a shield for our nation, bolt by bolt and weld after weld. In a culture that too often celebrates the shallow, the virtual, and the superficial, you are engaged in something real, something tangible, something lasting. Your workmanship is and should be celebrated. There is an inherent dignity involved in crafting useful, powerful, and lethal things. I mean, there's a reason Jesus was a carpenter, not a politician, right? There's something about building in America. We build better, stronger, more capable, and we will build more and faster because we've done it before, and we're going to do it again. And that's why this administration and this department is fighting for you, your way of life, and the renaissance of manufacturing in this country. We're holding your leadership accountable. We're holding your leadership feet to the fire. Their jobs are on the line to ensure that you can deliver what America needs, that your craftsmanship is unleashed, that you are taken care of, that you are paid properly, that your work is done safely, that we can move at speed and at scale. Because when our workers succeed, our country succeeds. And a nation that builds is a nation that wins, and our president is a builder. And that's why we will win. So to all of you here today, from the newest apprentice to the most experienced master shipbuilder, and to our sailors who work with them, again, back to where I started, thank you. I want you to know that whether you're wearing a uniform, coveralls, or a suit, the work you're doing is important, it's patriotic, and essential to our nation. It is a noble calling in a world that has forgotten what nobility looks like. You know, I used some words when I spoke after the raid a couple of days ago that feel outdated to some, but they fit perfect for our warfighters. Guts, grit, gallantry, and and glory. May we revive those words. May we live them out, no matter how small the task or how big the task, simple or mundane the task or complex the task. Every aspect of what had to come together to make that mission successful was an ingredient to the kind of guts, grit, gallantry, and glory that our warriors embody. And you contribute to that. Be proud of what you do here. Be proud of the incredible vessels that you bring to life. They are the guarantees of freedom, the guardians of our peace, a message to the entire world that you should never, ever bet against America. And know that we have your back as you move faster, on time, and on budget, investing in your plants and in your people. We have a lot left to accomplish on behalf of the warfighters, and we look forward to continuing to do it. It's the honor of a lifetime. I serve to serve. My job is to make your job easier. That's why our ear is to the ground everywhere we go. What can we do to make you more useful in how you operate? Because together we will rebuild our military, we will restore our industrial might, and secure peace for generations to come. We will build the arsenal of freedom. God bless you, God bless our Navy, and God bless our great republic. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.